yes.
From all of your work that you have a huge amount on your IMDb listing, what are you most proud of and why?
That's quite difficult, actually. I think, well, I'm certainly The Last Kingdom is one of the things that I'm most proud of. You tend to be sort of proudest of the thing that you last did. Well, not proudest, but most in love with, because I mean, you know, most of these jobs, they're more than jobs. They're sort of all-consuming activities for the time that you're doing them. So they sort of blot everything else out.
Right.
It's like, and other things become happy memories. You go, oh, that was nice, but you don't really. It's like an ex. I mean, I should put it like that, but it's sort of like an ex-girlfriend. You know, you really, you shouldn't be thinking of it as anything other than an ex-girlfriend.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's crazy. I mean, we come from a country where people drink, but people persisted with the whole stag do and because of the, what you call it, with the horses, the derby kind of thing. So women in flowery hats and just pissed out of their mind.
Oh yeah.
I've
never done that.
In the bar. sure you haven't.
I'm great, thank you. How are you, Vicky?
Good. I'm obviously somewhere else. Where are you? Are you in Madrid at the moment?
Yes, I'm in Madrid. Yeah. Obviously, you are in where?
I've decided to move into your house. I've decided to move where you live.
Oh, I wish I was there, believe me.
What sort of prep and research did you do for this character?
Well, I mean, because when I got it, I didn't really know the backstory of Chrysanthemum, so I did a ton of, like, you know, looking at the Marvel comics and the graphic novels and a lot of stuff online and a lot of fan theories I read about and just to figure out kind of who this guy was and where he came from and his whole sort of story is what I did for a while, actually, because there's so much out there. There's tons, and more than I thought there was, more than I realized how much fans like this character and how much he's already been developed.
Being very physically fit yourself as a baseball player, were you surprised at some of the challenges?
The challenges, I feel like nobody, once the contestants got in there, I feel like everything was just kind of like really random. I feel like everybody's like, wow, like, what are we going to do? Like nobody. And then when you saw the thing, it's like, oh, well, how did they think of this? Or how did they think of that? So I felt like there was some members who were more physically fit than other ones, but I felt like that really, in some of the events, it didn't play as big of a part as I thought it would. I mean, some of the really big, strong guys, and then some of the smaller, faster guys. So I feel like there wasn't one really body type that really had a huge advantage in any of the challenges.
What was it like being part of the Star Wars universe as Toro Calican?
Oh my God. So obviously, you know, I'm a Star Wars kid. I grew up with the prequels, as every generation has their era of Star Wars. I had the prequels, which is the hottest take, if you will. It's the most controversial. You know, I'm an unabashed Star Wars fan. I'm obsessed. I've seen all of them when they came out in theaters. That what I was alive for, obviously. So yeah, when I got the call, I was freaking out. I had all these thoughts. You know, first off is like I was thinking like, oh my God, how does every Star Wars movie start? A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I live there now. I'm in that galaxy now. That's what? Oh my God, like that includes me now.
Yeah. I mean, what sort of characters do you like playing?
Well, I mean, I don't know. What do I like playing? I mean, trying to play Eben has really opened my eyes to a new genre. I've never tried play anything like Eben because she has so many layers. She's not just the mean girl or just the villain or just she has all these extra layers. And, so that was the first time for me. And so I don't think I have a favorite, but I do want to play the villain in, like, I don't know, a fantasy or something like, or in, you know.
Yes. You've worked with many actors over the years. Who, if you can say, has stood out to you as just being an outstanding actor?
Michael Caine, easily.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
The Quiet American, it was his 106th movie.
Wow.
And he taught me something very important. By his actions, he showed me that he had worked out in all those movies that the most important thing that an actor can do is to empower the director, not to disempower them, but to empower, because his performance, the performance of the film, the success of the film is entirely dependent on making the director confident, supporting him or her, sending them out each morning full of vitality and ideas because they know that the leading man supports them. And he was that kind of a guy.
Myself, I am proud that I've made it this far, and I have had this freaking combat chassis of mine strong enough to keep leading from the front. But age is absolutely a factor. I look back, and I'm here in my office here. My lovely wife is here, and I see some of my trophies and my photos from the Marine Corps, and to be able to at any time to run a marathon. We would run marathons on the weekends, and then during the week be in the bush or swimming to an island to train and eating freaking MRE and sweating and rain coming in, or the heat of the desert, living in a spider hole, and then on the weekend still train harder or go to a symposium to practice our swimming with the Olympians. When you're young, your body can do this. Your body recovers. When I went through my SEER,